Next, we are going to hear from Dr. Pike from Pike Chiropractic.
Well, I'll offer a contrast to what a poly speaker sounds like, So, I was born and raised in Reading. I'm a third-generation Reading chiropractor. My grandfather started in 1932 on Shasta Street. My father in 64, and I started in 97. So I've practiced here in town for about 16 years. Now, I think what's interesting about chiropractic is that a lot of people have tried it or they've heard about it, but they can be very biased about what they think chiropractic is or is not. To give you an idea of how a chiropractor sees it, we're all trained initially to be what we call pain-based chiropractors because, in our Western society, that's how the medical model follows. We try to remove symptoms, if you will. So most of the chiropractors, probably a good 98% of them out there, are trained to do exactly that, and so was I. When I joined my father in 97, I had a lot of time and no patience, so I joined the chamber, and the chamber was very helpful. I was a greeter co-chair for a year. We did the Wings and Wheels event. I've done a lot of things in there, so I really appreciate that the chamber has given me, even to this day where I've not been active in the chamber for several years, those long-term relationships that you build in the business community are always there, and those ties stay long. So I've appreciated that. But back to the chiropractic here. A pain-based chiropractor is designed to really, you come in, so you got a little pain here, a little pain there. They offer a few visits after they do a proper workup, and hopefully you feel a little bit better, okay? I found that there wasn't a lot of reward in that after a few years. When you are at the, you follow the dictates of whatever insurance company that patient says you'll do. It doesn't always serve the patient's best interest. And so I retooled my whole practice and spent about 3 years learning to be what we call a corrective care doctor. The difference between the two is like a dentist and an orthodontist, if you will. They're both dentists, right? But the dentist, he looks, you come in, you've got a cavity, drills it, you go away, you come back when you got another one, okay? That'd be a pain-based chiropractor. An orthodontist is more concerned about the structure of your teeth. If they're not quite fitting quite right, then that dentition isn't going to last well. They're going to break down and your teeth aren't going to last you a good long time, okay? That's more what a corrective care chiropractor does. Now, I don't put braces on your spine, but I do a rehabilitative type of program that changes the curve of your spine closer to the way it was originally designed. A lot of people believe that chiropractors are bone doctors because we use the spine as a tool to manipulate, to make sounds, if you will. But really what we're influencing is the nervous system. We're more nerve doctors than we are bone doctors. And as a corrective care doctor, my goal is to restore that connection between the brain and all those nerves that go to every organ, gland, and tissue in your body. And what I found was that when I would treat somebody for pain 5 or 6 visits, they'd feel a little bit better, but ultimately they came back a month or 2 later going, I got the same thing again. It's like, no, we've identified what it is and fixes it. Let's go ahead and just patch it up again. When you take somebody through a course of corrective care, I've seen miracles that happen in people's bodies that were beyond what I ever thought was possible. And that's what keeps me going on, and doing what we do. Probably about 2% of the chiropractors out there do what we do, but I believe it's the greatest expression of what chiropractic can offer our community. So that's me. I'm down to the 2-minute mark if anyone has a question or 2 or 10.
Where are you located?
Thank you. Conveniently on the Safeway Shopping Center between Lowe's and Safeway, kind of on the Cheesecakes factory side there. We've been there for about 2 years now. We were originally on Pacelli Lane for a long time.
I have a huge shout out actually for Dr. Pike because when my daughter was born, her arm didn't move at all. And so just as a little tiny baby, we brought her in there and she loved him, first of all. She loved laying on that table, and he adjusted her over a period of time, and now she moves her arm. And so talking about chiropractic miracles, my daughter's arm moves because of you. So.
Yeah, birthing trauma, traction to nerves that went to her arm. She couldn't control it, and we were able to help her body to heal itself, so we can do that. Yeah, thank you. That's great.
A shout out I'll join you. My son, Tyler, had that, what you had just talked about where your spine it's not straight, it was bent. And when I saw the x-rays, and I just, as a mom, you're just like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my baby?
Right.
And, he's 18, but still my baby. And I was very skeptical about the chiropractic world, and I think I've had several conversations with you when you first started about my concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Pike let me in while he was adjusting Tyler so I could see what he was doing. You were very, very fine about that. And after however many sessions we had Tyler on, he's, he doesn't hurt anymore. His spine is straight. It's just amazing to see the before and after. And again, the reason that we picked that I went with you is because of your chamber membership, and you and I think just had a leaders meeting a few months before that.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
So thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other questions? Thank you very much. Appreciate the opportunity.